They got to make these. No wonder you guys are stuck in a cage. All right, so coming in, we are looking at Toby Helms and Ryan the Hurricane Hogan. That's what's up next for us, and looking forward to moving forward with these fights because we've seen some great action so far and some guys making their debut, showing us some good skills so far. So, and that's what you want to see. You don't want to just see these backyard brawls. You can probably just YouTube that and check it out.
There's been a lot to like so far.
You know, and also a lot of sponsors here tonight. FightMichigan.com. You can check out everything that's going on in Fight Michigan. All right, so Ryan Hogan on his way in. Little guy, 140, 5'8". That always makes me feel good because I'm 5'8", and I'm lighter than that. When the guys come in at 5'8", 120, I feel bad about myself, so I go eat cake, which doesn't help. But a record of 2-2, so sitting at 500 right now, and he's got 2 TKOs coming in. He's got an MMA fighting style. And again, out of Ohio, so they just packed a bus full of Ohio fighters and drove on up.
Representing the Buckeyes, I guess.
Oh, yeah. What a great arena. Have you ever seen the Buckeyes arena? The Horseshoe?
I have not, actually. I'm not too disappointed about it, but...
That city was jam-packed, I tell you. When the Buckeyes play, it's just bananas.
I believe it.
All right, his coaches Rob Majors and Justin Flems walking him in. He hasn't fought since February. He lost to a triangle choke. So obviously, you know, when you lose to a certain type of submission, you really try to avoid that the next time you get in the cage, and it gives you the opportunity to learn how to defend it. It kind of sticks it out to you like an exclamation point next time you train.
Oh, I mean, as I said earlier, sometimes there's only one way to learn, and
yeah, and but that's why in training you have to get really intense and you have to get sparring intensity in there, you know, and you can't just do certain drills. You have to go into kind of a fight pace. And I asked him about his opponent, and he said it doesn't matter. I'm coming in here to whoop some butt. So his sponsors are Carpet Wholesalers Limited.
Nice haircut.
Yeah, I think at least he chose it. You see some guys with that and no choice at all, right?
Yeah,
Just
right.
get up there with age.
Put your hands together for Toby Helms.
All right, Toby coming in a little bit bigger, not much, 146, but making his debut. So, you know, that's usually a good matchup. A debut guy with a 500 guy, you know, not a bad matchup because you know the guy has lost before. His style is wrestling and jiu-jitsu, so pretty much a ground fighter coming out of Ionia. And Ben Cummings, I mean, Ben's doing double, triple, quadruple duty tonight. He's back and forth with fighters. That's where you've got to really have a tag team effort, someone to warm them up, and you're going to walk them in because your next fighter's coming in ready to go. All right, Toby coming in representing Conquer MMA, and Conquer has one loss so far tonight, so that team's got to turn things around to make sure that they can leave with their head high, saying, you know what, this is where you want to come and train.
There's some good fighters out of that gym, though. Ben Cummings is a really, really established trainer. He's got a good gym out there in Ionia.
Yeah, and a good opportunity for their guys to get some experience in here tonight. And referee TJ is out of FightMichigan.com. He helps run that website to keep you guys informed of everything that's going on around Michigan when it comes to fighting, kind of fighters' profiles as well, fight cards. And let's go up to Michael Corwin for the official introductions.
Introducing first to my left, fighting out of the red corner from Paulding, Ohio, representing Malice MMA, standing 5'8" tall, weighing 140 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan the Hurricane Hogan! His opponent standing to my right, fighting out of the blue corner. He is from Ionia, Prison City, Michigan, representing Conquer MMA, a wrestler and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter, standing 5'8" tall, weighing 146 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, scream for Toby Helms!
All right, we'll see.
This fight is TJ Corwin. This fight is scheduled for three-minute rounds.
Sometimes I'm a little concerned when you see the fighters come in completely dry. You want to make sure you get a good warm-up, get a little sweat going before you get in here, because the intensity in here, you've already got to have your heart rate up and your oxygen level intake up at that level. Instead of trying to do it here, that's why you see a lot of fighters' mouths hanging open. Oh, there was no surprise there. And we're seeing Ryan in the red spandex and Toby ready, looking for the drop, but just let him go. You got to watch for that up kick. That's the scariest thing when you're standing over top of a fighter.
Taking some damage on the bottom there.
Yeah, and I
looking to slip into a triangle. He might have it. He might have a deep triangle.
Yeah, and he's got to watch those elbows. I don't know if this promotion decided elbows are a go-ahead. We haven't seen any tonight. You know, I think it's because Toby came out he's a little scattery. You know,
slam.
There's intensity.
That does not feel good.
Seeing some blood on the head of Ryan Hogan, but not sure where that came from.
Switches into an armbar. Yeah, he tapped out on the way down.
And you know what? That was tough for TJ, the referee, to get in there in time because it happened so fast.
So fast.
That Ryan Hogan, the Hurricane, as his name suggests, he slipped that on quick.
Hurricane speed.
You know, and that's where if you have those active hips and you can crawl your feet all the way up to a standing opponent, some of those arm bars are going to slip on really fast. Ryan now moves to 3 and 2 and made quick work of Toby Helms. But Toby came out almost with a lot of intensity, but not really knowing where to direct it.
Yeah, a little bit of speed, but not a whole lot of technique.
But, you know, making his debut in the cage, got the first one under his belt, and now he can settle down a little bit the next time he steps into the cage.
Coming at 58 seconds of the first round, a winner by armbar tap out, your winner, Ryan, the Hurricane Hogan!
I'm pretty sure I could have done without that dance.
Yeah, I think so too.
The fight was good, the dance,
not so much.
Yeah. Unless you enjoyed it. I don't want to take that away from you.
I'm in the same boat as you. Nice awareness, though, to grab that armbar with that happening so fast.
You know, and TJ jumped in there, the referee, very quickly because he knew because that was on pretty solid and could have done a lot of damage. They're on blood cleanup, but we didn't really get a chance to see the blood because it didn't look like too much had landed that was very solid, but Toby's going to get a chance to settle down now. He kind of came in a whirlwind of not really knowing what to do with himself, but that's first fight jitters too, so you're going to have that.
Get that out of the system. He'll come back next time and be a little bit more composed, I would imagine.
For those that have to fight Ryan Hogan in the future, they've got to be aware of he's going to look for a submission from any angle. It doesn't matter if you're standing up, he's going to find one. All right, Michael Corwin trying to get the attention of the DJ.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to put your hands together for our judges this evening. How about a round of applause for Drew Gardner, Ed Pigeon, and Mickey Millis. The infamous Mickey Millis, matchmaker to the stars. How about another fight, Lansing? Let me hear you! Introducing first your red corner fighter, ladies and gentlemen, David Radabaugh.
All right, David coming in, nickname Scrappy Doo. So he says he's a brawler. And you know, those guys are so tough to fight. Even whether you're boxing or MMA, you know, it's really hard. You can't counter, you can't look for simple submissions because they're all over the place. It's really hard. You get clipped with something that you don't expect.
Brawler is a really good way to describe this guy. This is actually the last person that I fought before I got hurt, and that's a good way to describe the way he fights. He's a brawler.
He's 4-3 right now. He had 3 submissions and 1 TKO. And again, as you said, brawler. But I think if it was me and I researched my opponent at all and I had to take his information while he was having a smoke outside. So I think I would try and take him.
He was smoking outside?
He was, yeah.
Wow.
Not me. You know, I would try and take him deep into the rounds, you know, and test out those lung capacity. And see how, but he's willing to fight, and that's why they call him Scrappy, because he says, I don't care who I fight, I just want to get in there. He's an independent fighter out of Jackson, Michigan. Well, that's a good place to be a brawler. Isn't that the great prison system in Michigan up in Jackson? He does have 10 years of wrestling. His favorite fighter, Matt Hughes and Royce Gracie. So not too bad of guys to look up to.
Yeah, definitely some UFC legends right there.
So actually, you fought this guy before.
Yes.
And he was a sprawler for you as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, Travis Mechinson.
All right, his opponent Travis coming in weighing 207, and he's 1-3. So record-wise, they're pretty much even. As we said, David, who's in the cage right now in the red trunks, he's 4-3. But Travis coming in close to the same height. He's coming in with 3 TKO losses. So again, that's where you got to really improve your stand-up.
Yes.
He's a southpaw coming up, looking for some stand-up as well, representing Team Krieger. And he fought last week, lost by TKO. So,
and he's back in this week. Wow.
So I'm sure a full 7 days will get you sharp on your feet.
I guess so. I guess we'll find out in just a minute here.
You know, and the smart thing is after his first fight, he lost, he started training. And you see that a lot in MMA. The guys get in the cage because they see it on TV and realize how tough it is. They say, I've got to get in with some guys who know what they're doing and learn a little bit about this sport. You can't take MMA for granted, that's for sure.
Looks so easy on TV, but once you get in there, you figure it out real quick. It's not.
No. So again, Travis in the ring with the blue and black trunks on.
Introducing first, to my left, fighting out of the red corner from Jackson, Michigan, representing Madman MMA. He is a brawler weighing 205 pounds, standing 6 foot tall. Ladies and gentlemen, David Scrappy Doo Radabaugh. His opponent standing to my right, fighting out of the blue corner from Fremont, Michigan, representing Team Krieger MMA. He is a stand-up southpaw lefty fighter, weighing 207 pounds, standing 5 foot 10 inches tall. Ladies and gentlemen, Travis Mechinson.
Both these guys, wrestlers in high school, and you see that a lot. I think in high school you get a chance to wrestle, you like the sport, but what do you do after? You either go to collegiate wrestling or you look to MMA because it gives you that outlet for you, that ground game. And we're gonna see a little,
wow,
Scrappy coming up. I didn't even think he could get his kick up that high. Looking for the rear naked right away. Travis spins off to try and avoid that. Now David looking for the triangle choke.
Looking pretty composed on the bottom.
Yeah.
Landed some hard rights from the bottom, too.
And he's also, you know what I mean, kind of shocked Travis from all different positions.
Absolutely.
Looking for, he could have actually got a KO with that kick.
Looking for that armbar.
And
Switches
Travis
back into side
that.
control, looking to take over in the mount. He got it, he jumps into mount.
Travis.
He's gonna look to posture up here, there it goes.
I think Travis a little overwhelmed by the speed of David, and I would never have looked at David, so you can't tell, judge a book by its covers. I'd never think him to be a fast, speedy fighter, but.
Rear naked, hearing some aggression there.
I don't really know if he's got the elbow underneath the chin, but we'll find out soon enough when the tap comes. But TJ looking very close to find out if there's gonna be a tap.
Right on the chin line there.
But if you saw Travis's traps, you know, when he was in the corner, I thought, man, it'd be hard to get a rear naked on this guy.
I noticed that when he was jumping around up there, too.
He's got that big, thick. All right, he's trying to get him to flatten him out, and David's working really hard. Got to get his hooks in and stretch him out is what he needs to look for, because his feet are kind of flailing, and stretch him out a little bit, get underneath there, and actually looking for a neck crank out of his rear naked.
Looking to the corner to get some advice right here.
Because you know when
Can't
you're in
let
that
frustration
position,
set in here.
Yeah, you want someone to tap quickly, but when you have a guy thick like Travis, you may not get it. You know, landing some big blows is Scrappy Doo on the red.
He can throw it too, I can attest to it.
Yeah.
Switches into the rear naked attempt
again.
again.
And he gets it from a different
angle. A little bit
angle.
deeper this time.
And this time, stretch out his legs. He's got to get both his hooks in to get a little more leverage.
Might have it.
And we see Travis hanging on to the cage in desperation. He's got to keep that chin tucked.